want you to get up now. I want all of you to get up out of your chairs. I want you to get up right now and go to the window, open it, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore!
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Smith Radio, along with your host, Brian Smith, giving you all the late-breaking details of the last week's news, making sense of it all, wrapping it all up, helping you out to form your opinion, so that when you're at work and you're talking to some of your coworkers who may possibly be communist sympathizers, or at least social liberal Democrats on that road down that way, you'll know what to say, and you'll have an arsenal full of facts to give them, because a fact to a toe tag liberal is like kryptonite to Superman. You'll be invincible. That's where you get it, right here on Smith Radio. Today is January 3rd, 2016. Happy New Year, everybody. We're all holidayed out for the last 2 weeks. Everybody's getting ready to go back to work tomorrow morning and fight that whole, 2 months worth of no holidays. Maybe February. Okay, January, February, you got Valentine's Day, but that, I don't know any company that gives you maybe the government gives you a paid Valentine's Day off. That's possible. But anyway, so it's long, cold winter yet to come. We're breaking records in the Midwest with warmth, if you will. Christmas was a record breaker here in the Midwest, somewhere in the high 50s, 60 degrees, while at the same time, Canada is breaking records for snowfall. Texas broke records for snowfall, which was quite amazing. Just climate chaos run amok, if you will. Can't control the climate, folks. For all those of you who, I know, you listen to Smith Radio, you don't believe that stuff. I understand. But just rest assured, for the folks that you know who do believe in climate change, climate will always change. So if they say climate change, say, no. I know. It changes. Weatherman can barely predict the next couple of days, let alone the years down the road. And we are approaching Al Gore's end of the world 10-year anniversary, to where New York City will be 20 feet underwater, just complete chaos everywhere. There'll be deaths and just drownings and no food, and California is on fire, and New York is wet, and the north is hot, and the south is cold, and we don't know what to do. So we're coming up on his 10th year anniversary, which he said would be the year. So 2016, apparently the year. A little bit of chaos going on out there, but it's getting cold again, and we're ready for January. I was wondering if anybody, I know, let me just preface this. Everybody's wondering where Mr. Carey is. Mr. Carey is on hiatus tonight. We wish him well, and he will return next week. However, it's just me and the producer behind the screen. So all you're going to hear is just me. Every once in a while, I may pause to get some feedback from Mr. Producer, just so we can keep this show running nice and smooth. But anyway, so I was going to ask you, Mr. Producer, did you make any New Year's resolutions? Oh, you did? Okay. He said he did, and it's losing weight again. Okay. Okay. Well, just give you a heads up, Mr. Producer. Only way for you to lose weight is to make a different choice and do something different about it. You got to put down those bonbons and the ho-hos. And you always drink a Diet Coke. Folks, Diet Coke does not help you lose weight. There's no diet in the Coke. Matter of fact, some people, some scientists have said that there's more harm in Diet Coke than regular Coke. But either way, I digress. You could stick a rusted bolt in both of them, and within a day or two come out, the rust is gone. So it's your choice of poison if you will. My New Year's resolution was to make Smith Radio bigger and better than it's ever been. 2016, we are entering our third year here at Smith Radio. We love doing this. This is something that I think about all week long. My whole family, everybody has already, I guess, arranged their schedules into a habitual pattern, if you will, that everyone knows this time of night, Sunday night, 5 p.m. on the East Coast time, that Carrie Smith and Brian Smith do Smith Radio, where our goal is to help to reinforce the things that you know, because our audience is really smart. There's no question about that. Our audience is top notch. It's one of the smartest audiences out there. That's why you listen to Smith Radio. We're here to reinforce what you do know, maybe add a little bit of what you didn't know from history, maybe a little bit of something that you may have known in the past, and we'll bring it back up so you can remember it again, and then you can use that as part of your arsenal when you're talking to other folks out there. We want to give you a platform to where you can sound off, and that's true here at Smith Radio. If you feel that you want to add to the show, you can go ahead and give us a call live, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. On Sunday night, East Coast time. You can call us at 772-49-SMITH, S-M-Y-T-H. You can call in. Once you call in, we'll pull you right up, talk to you, and see if you got something to add to the show, which there's no doubt in my mind, I'm sure you do. But our main goal was to have an outlet, if you will, to vent our frustrations, at the same time constructively put together a group, an organization to where we can all lock arms together in this fight to save America. Now, my daughter said to me the other day, she said, "Daddy, you're a Tea Party. You're part of the Tea Party." I said, "Well, no, there's no real Tea Party, if you will, party or patriot, Tea Party, Patriot Party. What that is that's just a mindset. I enjoy calling myself a patriot because that lets everyone around me know that I believe in the ideologies of the Founding Father and the founding documents of this country, of this incredible country, the United States of America. I believe in the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. I also believe in the founding of our country as a Christian nation. It was founded as a Christian nation. The Pilgrims originally came over here running away from persecution for being Christians. Come here, practice your religion freely. You can pray to Christ, build your churches, and live in peace and harmony. That's what our founding fathers wanted to break away from, was the tyranny of Great Britain. To separate ourselves from the oppression of a monarch, of a dictator, a tyrannical government run amok, to take our money, to take our taxes. So that's what it means when I say to people that I'm a patriot. I will vote for the freedom of America, if you will. So I'll look at the candidates and I'll say, okay, which candidate here is more along my ideologies? And granted, I understand, I know that a lot of times when you go to the polls, you see candidates and you're like, oh man, none of these guys line up with my ideology. Or maybe this one does a little bit, but this one doesn't. Here's the bottom line, folks. The bottom line is that we as patriots have to get out and vote. Vote often, vote daily, vote twice if you got to. That's the way Democrats do it. No, I'm just kidding, folks. I ain't breaking down the system. But vote for the non-communist person on the list. That's basically what has to happen at this point in time. At this point in time, our country is in a situation that's obviously, unless you're living under a rock, you know, our country is in a situation right now at a turning point, if you will, maybe even at the tipping point, to where a lot of big decisions need to be made to right the ship. The people in power right now who have deep ties to communism, to socialism, that really are power hungry and are corrupted by that power. Our founding fathers knew that man becomes more corrupt with more power. They knew that. That's why they wanted to keep the power of the presidency at a minimum. Well, fast forward 235 years later, that's not happening. Not only is that not happening, but the founding fathers also believed that the fourth branch of the government, if you will, the media, would inform the public on what was going on. Well, that's not happening. And then you would think the people would vote in the House and the Senate, vote in politicians that would fight the tyranny or stop the tyranny or stop the wrong-headedness of the way the government was going. Well, we did. The Republicans took the House and the Senate, and now we find out that the GOP machine, the Republican machine, is first and foremost, is extremely powerful, influential, and can be bought and paid for. And they have their agenda, more power, better for them. And for some reason, maybe it's delusion, but they believe that this Democrat wins one time, Republican wins another time, Democrat wins one time, maybe not one for one, but don't you worry, we're eventually going to get back in the White House. It's going to eventually happen. So for some odd, crazy reason, they believe that go ahead, give the Democrat whatever he wants. Let's load it up. Let's load up the power. Let's spend the money. Let's get that money in the budget. I've said here many times before, the stimulus package, the billions and trillions of dollars on the stimulus package. Well, that stimulus package back in the day made it into the budget and is refunded every single year in the budget. Right? No. We were told by Obama that this is a one-time thing that just needed to get things going. No, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. There's a reason why he did that. There's a reason why he's done a lot of things. And we're going to get into that today. We're going to talk a little bit about Trump because there's something going on there that the media just doesn't like. There's actually a lot going on there that the media doesn't like. And this is, if you could cue up sound clip number 1, Mr. Producer, 1A, at, Donald Trump was in an interview this week, and this is the biggest thing that's kind of come out this week, but not one of the bigger things, is the whole sex scandal. No, not with Trump. No, not with Hilary. Yes, with Bill Clinton. Yes, the sex scandal has reared its ugly head up, and I think it's because of two things. One, because Hilary is starting to play the gender card against Trump, because that's all she has, really. And she's enlisting her husband, as she did in 2008, to help her out and go out and give speeches around the country. Well, if you didn't know, this family, this Clinton machine, if you will, the utter corruption that's down in the roots of these people. I mean, they were raised by corruption. They